grazing animals will give in to the strong temptation to cross. It might be Thompson gazelles eager to find that greener grass on the other side. For them, crossing the river is a real adventure. They're too small to resist the current. They wait, hesitating to take the first step. But for all their fear and reticence, the lure of the wonders sure to be found on the other side becomes too strong. The ones motivated by frantic urges to migrate often pay for their audacity with their lives. Sharing meals is a well-established tradition among crocodiles. A female comes to the party, but the prey isn't big enough for two. You don't share a gazelle. Resigned to this, the guest has only to reach the riverbank and participate in a crocodile's favorite pastime, the siesta. But during the mass migration across the Masimara Plains, danger comes not only from crossing the river, it lurks everywhere. A well-organized pack of wild dogs attacks a young canoe. It's encircled and separated from the herd. The predators then go at it fiercely, relentlessly, showing no mercy. The canoe is exhausted. It's time for the kill. At one point, the animal nearly falls to the ground. One of the wild dogs seizes a hoof. And the creature drops. Often, the attackers will hold the muffle of the prey tight until it stops all movement. Now it just remains for the predators to share the meal. Back at the lair, a part of the meal will be regurgitated by the mothers to feed their young. It may seem that predators are ruthless. They show no mercy at all. But they kill only when they're hungry. Their potential prey senses this. As we saw, herds are often oblivious to lions walking almost beside them. But if a herd senses that a lion is hungry, they are away and fast. Yes, usually lions hunt in groups, or rather the lionesses hunt in groups. Males take no part in the hunting. They are content to feast on what the females bring in. What lions like most are gnus and zebras, the slower animals that are easier to run down, not the gazelles and antelope. Actually, hunting any animal is always difficult. When hunting in groups, lionesses lie in wait, upwind, but one is stationed downwind. They wait for the right moment, and then come out all at once, heading straight for the herd. The targeted animal is, of course, terrified and runs in all directions. There's every chance that the ambush will be successful. It is said that the zebra has an anti-lion camouflage. When they're running fast and trying to get away from the lions, their stripes create an optical effect that makes it difficult for a lion to distinguish where one zebra starts and the other ends. Unfortunately for the zebras, the effect isn't very effective. A lioness kills by strangulation, and it's a slow death. The victim tries to get breath. It might take 10 minutes before the animal dies. The success score for females that hunt alone is fairly low. It's about 17%, one kill and every 5 attempts. This makes the survival of the lion cubs fairly uncertain. It's not surprising that they prefer hunting in groups. Today, the lionesses and the cubs are eating as fast as they can before a male comes along to take his share. When a male is present, he is always served first. But this time, Mom and the kids will have full stomachs. All the same, the odor of the carcass draws famished hyenas. The banquet attracts envious neighbors. The hyena moves in closer, no doubt convinced that the moment has come to make his move. But the lionesses have no intention of letting him get away with it. He's going to have to wait until the lion family has had its fill, and then he will move in to find they have left him a few bare bones. No, not much chance that the lions will leave much for the hyena. Well, if there's nothing here, the hyena has to resume a solitary quest. Why not seek out tender prey, fresh meat, for instance, an unsuspecting, defenseless baby cheetah? For out in the wild, hostile nature, the lives of the young, whether predator or prey, are often precarious. However, the hyena just might have a difficult and dangerous fight with the mother. Intimidation, dissuasion, will he dare? No, the risk looks too great. The hyena goes on his way and keeps on the prowl for other prey. His courage seems to have deserted him for trying another attack. Off the hyena goes looking for any food to quell the pangs of hunger. Once the danger is over, the mother cheetah is required to leave her little ones and go off to hunt. But will they be there when she returns? In the savannah, cruel choices have to be made. The hyena appears to have gone off and is now far enough away. The cheetah has to go for it. A quick hunt and then back to the lair. The hyena is watching all this. And a little too sure of itself approaches the cheetah, certain to come out the winner. But just then, a new character walks on stage, one that was not expected, a lioness. This one is really sure of herself and determined to turn the situation to her advantage. Nobody dares attack her. The hyena and the cheetah are left on their own. Indifferent, the lioness ignores them with the arrogance of a victor. Vexed, the hyena, again, goes off to a safe distance. Out of breath, the cheetah isn't too sure that she'll have a meal today. She'd better just go back to her little ones, or maybe make one last attempt under the watchful gaze of the hyena, who more than ever is looking for his slightest chance. By now, other hyenas are present, curious to see how well the cheetah will do. With energy born of hopelessness, the cheetah begins a frantic chase in pursuit of a canoe, but she lacks conviction and is too soon out of breath. Even the gallery of watching hyenas doesn't think she'll succeed. However, they join others of their pack and profit from the panic caused by the cheetah to attack a wounded group. The lone hyena would very much like to join the party. Well, aren't there cordial relations among all members of the same species? No. Cordial relations at all. A very strict social order determines relationships among individuals in groups of hyenas. The loner is not part of this group, so the dominant female directing the group chases him away in no uncertain terms. Nothing can be done, so it's best just to melt away into the distance. The dry season is drawing to a close, and carnivorous animals are finding less and less game, and they're growing weaker. The hyena has been walking for a week, looking for food, doing anything to blot out the terrible pangs of hunger. He has just about enough strength to stand up and return to his lair. Oh, he knows the vultures are waiting for just one thing, for him to lie down and not get up. But hyenas belong to a species with incredible resistance. Gathering up all his strength, he sets off on his quest. He is lucky and doesn't have the strength of a lion, but all the same, his plight isn't so bad compared to that of the warthog that the lioness has no hesitation in devouring while still alive. The hyena was right to wait around for a while. At last, there is a reward because the lioness leaves the warthog carcass after eating only the entrails. Finally, something to eat. Even among lions, survival isn't always so easy, at least not for the cubs. They may be the offspring of the animal king, but their future is often compromised. Power and strength characterize the lion, but the cubs are vulnerable, and danger lurks everywhere, even within their own group. Actually, among the lions, everybody seems to be getting along with a certain intelligence. The females within a family are taking good care of the little ones. A female will submit to any sort of nuisance from the cubs